Welcome back to What the Fuck Sports. I'm your host, Hunter, and with me, as always, is your co-host, Ray.
Howdy.
And Ray, I've got some great news because we're even more closer to college football than we were before.
Yeah, I was saying 5 weeks before the last time. Now we're 4 weeks. So.
Exactly. So it's looking great. I just had to say that because I love reminding myself that that's so close.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It is. It is.
Well, the first technically the first games are the 27th, but it's no one really.
Yeah.
But the real shit kicks off in less than a month.
Yeah.
On the
September 3rd. Yeah.
September 3rd.
Oh. And you know what? I feel like next week we're gonna go over some picks for those first games.
Okay.
I feel like that needs to be something we do.
Only the close games. Only like good, like, ooh, that's going to be a good one. Not like Piedmont State over Iowa JUCO, you know.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
I'll see if I can't get Alex or Jared to come by the studio and do it with us, and just kind of get in on the game.
Yeah.
But, just a little podcast selection there. I don't know. That's ridiculous. Ignore that I said that. It's hard to ignore. It's recorded now.
I smell what you're cooking.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, sir. And if you really want to smell what we're cooking 24/7, don't go to WTF Sports or WTF.Sportscast on Instagram. Don't go there. Trying a little reverse psychology today with them.
The one time they're going to listen to us.
Yeah,
be like,
don't go there. All right.
Well, I was going to, but that dumbass told me not to.
You can follow us on Instagram at WTF.Sportscast. Also, boys and girls, we appreciate you listening to us. We really do. We've seen the numbers jumping up. We're happy with it. We're grateful. Here's the thing I'm going to tell you, though. Give us a review, too. It helps. It really does help.
Yeah, correct us. Tell us how much we're getting wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot. That's a lot. That'd be a long review.
Or tell us, hey, I love these shows. Or, hey, that was a great nachos recipe last time. We haven't done that yet, but Ray has shared a great nacho picture.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it's so funny when we – last week you talked about, like, sharing pictures and stuff like that. Like, Ray, you got to get a little bit better at Instagram.
Yeah.
It is so obvious what pictures I put up on Instagram.
Yeah, no, it is. But also, you were also at Summer Slam. You got us some pictures from Summer Slam, so that was really cool.
Yep.
Good Summer Slam, too. Can't wait to talk about that.
It was when we do. I want to talk about my opinion of and how I truly feel about them actually having it in Nissan. Because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know it was in Nissan. I thought it was in Bridgestone this whole time.
See, that's where I thought it would be as well.
But I will. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll talk about that when we actually talk about WWE Summer Slam. But it was definitely a heck of an event.
Heck yeah, nice. And you enjoyed it.
Oh, I did, dude. I did.
Greatly.
I went with. We took HL's. Daughter, she's been watching it, really getting into like Alexa.
You were like, what are those little humans
No,
called?
I was trying to think of that. I was like the third youngest. Yeah, the third youngest, I guess, whatever like that. She's starting to get into wrestling, and she's like really digging Alexa Bliss. Nice. And I was kind of like, and I just want to, props and to give a shout out to her. She, usually when like a little kid goes to a sporting event or something like that, they're kind of like, oh, is it almost over?
Yeah.
Or like they, eventually they get
start
bored.
to wear down. Yeah.
She did not even for a second. She was actually excited with like the countdown, and right when the show kicked off at 7, she was still going hard at like 10:30, 11 when it went off and we were walking in the car. Yeah, she had a blast, man. And I was like, after watching it, I was like, damn, I think I want a kid. But I want to skip the first 5 years of their life.
First 5 years.
Can I just have her?
So that's the thing, man. I remember going to those events and being like, man, this is awesome. But nowadays, I think I'd be the guy that's like, do I want to fight lines to the bathroom? Do I want to fight lines to get a beer or a Coke or a soda? Yeah. Anything like that? No, because I don't like people.
No. Well, I'll tell you what, it even made it worse when on my seat I had to sit crooked because the dude next to me, I sat next to HL, and then the other guy on the other side of me, man, he was a ton of fun.
Okay.
I was like,
he's a bigger guy.
I was like, so this is what it feels like if my nuts were in a vice grip.
This is what it feels like to be the third person on the airplane with the window seat and the big guy next to you. This is great. I love this.
Yeah,
Let's do
that
this
whole
more.
scrunch feeling. But anyways, I'll give my opinions like I said later on about the actual venue itself, because and why I say I'm going to go ahead and say that they probably do not need to have another wrestling event in Nissan Stadium.
Oh, if they have WrestleMania, that's where it would be.
Oh, I know, but I'll tell you what, I'll talk about it.
But, let's get into baseball real quick because we've got more sports news to cover this week.
Yeah, it's kind of a loaded week.
It is. But I am going to call this one. I am going to say this one. I was right about the Mets. That was my inside burp.
God, I heard it. I just heard in my ear. I was like, what the hell was that?
No, the Mets, man, against the Yankees.
Yeah.
Dude, they did. They came in and said, nah, it's our year to be the New York team.
Very well could be. This is their greatest chance.
I'm surprised. I was surprised. I'm not going to – I mean, I still love the Yankees, but, man, fuck.
That's okay. Beat them now, because then when they meet in the World Series, other way around.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that's a World Series game. The Mets and the Yankees would be so awesome. They'd have to have the dual New York hat for that, like one side Yankees, one side Mets, because I'd buy that hat.
That would be sick.
Yeah. All right, man. So let's get into the standings real quick, just to get into the last few games for them. Central Division for the American League, Twins still on top, 55-49. Last 10 is 5-5, so they've got an even balance with a 1-win streak. Then you got the Guardians following with 54-50, with 6-4 in their last 10. Now the Guardians are hugging that second place, and they've been interchanging with the Twins. It seems like those two are just kind of like in an interchanging loop for that first and second position. White Sox are doing fucking great. They're holding it. You know?
They're right there. They're close.
And they're just running. So I mean, I love it. I love that the Central Division is having a tight race.
Yeah, the East
with their top three teams.
They're definitely doing better than the East. The East used to be real close, but now, the Central.
Fuck.
The Central is like 55, 54, 53. I mean, they're just right there.
They are. The Tigers and the Royals are the only ones at the bottom. 42-64 for the Tigers, 41-64 for the Royals. White Sox with 53-51. They're on a 2-win streak. Last is 7-3. And they've been, like I said, they've been kicking ass this year.
I told you, they're always one team to look out for.
Oh yeah. In the West, I'm going to skip over the East for just a second because you save the best for last. West Division, we got the Astros with 68-38. They're the only ones really close to the Yankees now.
And they are really close.
In the American League. Then you got the Mariners with 57-49. Texas Rangers with 46-58. Now, the difference is in those is, realistically, look at the last 10 games for each team, and you'll see a stark difference. The Mariners are coming up on that second place position, but they lack so much. Right now.
Yeah,
to catch up.
It's kind of like a limbo.
It is.
It's like, hey, we're doing good, but the team above us is doing much better.
Well, here's the thing about the Mariners. They've been holding out and going back and forth with the Rangers for that second place position. It's been back and forth a little bit, but they've cemented it. They've stuck there. I think from now on, what we're going to see is the Angels and the Rangers kind of vie for that back and forth place as the third team. The Angels need to step up their game, though. They really do. Now they're 5-5 in their last 10, but they've been sitting here, and I mean nobody. The Athletic are not going to lose that bottom position. They're not. They're not going anywhere. They're like Kansas. They're not going anywhere. They're not, man. They're
Kansas. Not. Kansas has a good chance though. One game behind Detroit.
Yeah, but they're good. They're really good at losing it. They're really good at losing it.
So does any team that I pull for.
That's okay. Hey, East Division though. You ready for the East? Because I'm ready to talk about the East. Fucking ready. Yankees slaying it. 70-36.
They slinging that.
5-5. Lost the last two though. Lost the last 2. That's
okay.
rough.
It's okay.
But I mean, hey, they've been doing that, but they're still on top. They will lose a few games, but they're still on top. I mean, with the team that they have with Judge, with Judge. I was about to say, did I just say Dave Justice? No, you said Judge. You said Aaron fucking Judge, you moron. Shut up.
Wow, you went old school with it.
I did. Dave Justice hasn't been playing since like the late 90s.
I think early 2000s.
Look that up. Let's see when he last played. I want to see when he last played.
Because I remember when he was on the Braves, I was like, yes.
Blue Jays right behind him, though, with 58-46, and their last 10 are 7-3. Again, them and the Rays are just trying to get that second place. I can't talk today, dude.
Second place.
I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me.
2002 with the Athletics.
Nice. Ooh,
I didn't know he
not
was
nice. That ending team's not great though.
With the Braves from 89 to 96, the Indians from 97 to 2000, and the Yankees from 2000 to 2001, and then the Athletics 2002.
Nice. Okay. I like that. Good spread. So the Rays and the Blue Jays, though, they are doing great as a back and forth. But the Orioles coming up and taking that fourth place position from Boston, leaving Boston at the bottom.
Dude, those 4 teams have just been swapping out hitting streaks and positions and everything.
They have.
They keep flip-flopping.
And here's the thing. Boston came out thinking, okay, we're going to do good. And they started to kind of move up a little. And it just seems like they just kept getting hammered back down. I mean, if it's not the Jays, it's the Rays. Now the Orioles are smacking them around, saying, look, we're better than you.
Yeah, that 10-game win streak that the Orioles went on definitely helped them a while ago. But, yeah, they're on a 3-game win streak now. And they're right there in contention.
I'm excited for seeing, because as we said before, dude, a lot of this comes from
you straighten the mic up and then
lean away from it. A lot of this comes from a few episodes before the All-Star game, when we were talking about All-Star sets the precedent for after the All-Star. This is what you can expect from these teams. If after the All-Stars, the teams that do good keep doing good, they're not going to slow down. The Mets and the Yankees have been killing it since going in. And I mean it. Since going in. They are fucking killing it. Now, the Dodgers, we're going to talk about the Nationals in a minute, but the Dodgers are doing great. They were kind of, Mookie's been keeping them alive. They have other great players, but Mookie's been keeping them alive. Let's admit, he's been doing some great things over there. But let's not take away from your boy. Now, granted, we have said a lot about his agent.
Freeman.
And we have said a lot about where he should still probably be.
Braves.
But Freddie's been doing a great job out there on the field in L.A.
Solid.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm just yelling
very
words
solid.
out now.
Very solid, exactly. I agree with you. So let's talk about the National League if you want to lead off there, sir.
Yeah, so of course we'll leave the most dominant for last. So we'll start with the Central, and on top is the Brewers, 57-48. Then,
they're doing great. They are doing great. Surprisingly, I am shocked that they are on top. I really thought it would be the Cardinals.
This is probably their second or third best season that I remember ever since I've been watching.
Yeah.
Behind them are the Cardinals, 1 game behind, 56-48. Then way behind them, Pittsburgh Pirates, 43-62. Then the Cincinnati Reds, 42-62. And then Chicago Cubs, 41-62.
And there you are starting to see that separation after the All-Star.
Yeah, the top 2 teams are definitely starting to pull away from the bottom 3.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Yeah, and in the West, I know you mentioned it earlier, but we got the Dodgers, who actually have the most wins now in baseball, with 71-33. And then behind them are the Padres from San Diego, 61-46. San Francisco Giants, 51-54. Arizona Diamondbacks, 46-58. And then Colorado Rockies, 46-61. Holy crap, they might move up to 4th place.
They might. I mean, it's a great possibility. Now, here's what I will say about the Padres.
Who would have thought?
Bravo.
Yeah.
bravo. They have been
standing ovation. Dude.
Yeah, they've been killing it. They've been killing it, and
surprisingly so.
Yeah, and it's not a far stretch to say that they are going to be one of the teams to look out for, possibly going to the World Series. I would say, I could see it happening. For them.
They're looking at hitting a wild card.
Yeah, that's true.
So
yeah.
I mean,
oh yeah, easy. Now let's hit them up with the most important division.
The
in this
National League East. You got the Mets on top, 66 and 38. 3 games behind them, you have the Braves.
Sorry, man. I got to clap for the Mets, dude. They're fucking too. It's just when you see a team that doesn't do good having a great season, it just feels good to reward them.
Yeah, I mean, power to them. They worked hard to get to where they are. So
yeah.
After so many years of sucking,
yep.
To put it mildly. But anyways, the Braves are only 3 games behind them, and I know I always say that because I'm like, well, the Braves, good thing with the Braves because honestly, I will admit I'm a little biased. But then behind them, you got the Phillies, 56 and 48, the Marlins, 48 and 57, and then the Nationals, 36 and 70. Yeah, no 2 teams are close except the top 2, which the last 3 are.
Yeah, it's the Nationals, man. The Nationals, dude. They are the Oakland Athletics of the National League. No, I mean, I want to take a second to talk about the Braves. People were worried about the Braves at the beginning of the season, and with good reason. It just looked like they weren't. It looked like they weren't on top of their game, and people were worried about the Braves. They were. So it's.
Yeah, and I said, what did I say?
You said, give it time.
Give it time.
Well, but see, that's the thing. Everybody was thinking, one, I think Acuna was out, wasn't he? He was out with an injury during the beginning of the season.
I believe so because I remember he had tore his ACL last year.
That's one of their best players gone. Yeah, their team's going to not do as good when they're missing some of their best players, and I think a lot of their best players were actually out with injuries at the beginning. So people...
Calm your shit.
But also, I'm sorry, it's a New York World Series, boys and girls. You better learn to fucking accept it because it's happening. It's happening. There's nothing you can do. Okay, there's nothing you can do.
Let me ask you this then.
Shoot.
We'll get it on record. Okay, so if only one New York team makes it, which...
Yankees.
You would think the Yankees over the Mets would go? Okay.
Dude, this year they fucking are showing that they are going. We might be looking at New York, LA. Might be a Dodgers,
Possibly.
Yankees, and I'd be cool with that. I'd be very cool with that. But I would still rather see a New York.
I don't know. Part of me is almost not wanting to say, but part of me is almost kind of like maybe New York and Houston.
Yeah.
I mean, you never
possible.
know. You never know.
Possible.
This is all speculation, so.
It's possible.
But we're talking about it now.
I don't
know eventually
want
we're going to be
Houston
talking about
to do well.
I don't want them to either.
I don't.
Weren't they the ones that were sign stealing?
What?
No. Hold on. What was Houston guilty of? No. Yeah. Wasn't Houston the one that was sign stealing a few years ago?
I don't know. I'm not sure about it. You got to remember, this is my first foray really back into baseball this year.
Hold that thought.
Okay, I'll hold on to it. But at the meantime, I'm going to continue. But no, I really would. I honestly, I want to see. I really would like. Okay, I'm for the Yankees.
Yeah. 2017 to 2018 season, they were. This whole sign stealing scandal.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, the Houston Astros sign stealing scandal resulted from a series of rule violations by members of the Houston Astros of MLB who used technology to steal signs of opposing teams during the 2017 and 2018 seasons.
What fucking kind of technology? Like,
iPhone, Snapchat filters?
Yeah, like
I don't know. I mean, they could. I don't know. They could. I mean, well, they could have recorded it during a game one and then study the film. I don't know.
I would love to know. I'm curious.
But anyways, sorry.
That's a good. Damn. Okay.
Sorry,
I want to
sorry.
go a little deeper into that.
Welcome back to baseball.
I want to go a little deeper into that sometime soon. So we'll have to do that. We'll have to do an episode about that. But it's. I want the Mets, man. I want the Mets to make my point for that last little bit. I want the Mets to go. I want the Mets to go this year, man. Just bad. For some reason, I think it would be great for them to win the World Series.
I think that's why, because you want to see something new. We all have that feeling of something new, because I remember I wanted the Golden State Warriors to win their first championship because I was like, man, they haven't won it in a long time.
Yeah.
I think it'd be great. Now they can't fucking lose, and I hate them.
Yeah.
So, because it was new. Now it's like, okay, no.
All right, we're over it.
Yeah.
We're
over it. Yeah. Screw you.
Yeah. We're done with this shit. It's like the Colts winning the Super Bowl. We were over that shit. It's like Tom Brady winning the Super Bowl. We're over that shit.
Yeah. But he still does.
He keeps doing shit.
He keeps doing it, and now they got Julio.
Yeah, that's right. He did go to them, didn't he? He went to Tampa Bay. We talked about that last week.
I don't remember, but I just know I remember.
I thought we did.
I don't know.
Did.
But
we're
I will
terrible.
say
We're awful.
He peaked in 2017, 2018. That's all I'm saying.
And that's where we'll leave baseball or football. No, I'm kidding. We're going to jump even more into it because guess what, boys and girls? We have that fucking ruling from the NFL for DeShaun Watson's case.
Wow.
So you thought we were going away from the NFL, and then we went right back into it, but a darker portion. Because we're news. We touch the news here.
Boom.
We touch each other. I mean, no, wait.
Whoa.
Only on occasion when we're drunk. Not even then.
No, we're sober when we do it. What?
Oh, right,
Huh?
right.
Yeah.
Anyways, we covered him doing the deed
Extensively.
of putting his wang, his penis, his man part, his little DeShaun, onto his massage therapist.
His little Cleveland Brown.
Oh, because that's the team he's on that he is suspended for 6 games from.
6 games.
That's it. 6 games. And I want to get into that we're going to get into that in just a second, really deep.
Because I can't wait to go off on that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I have something, too. I'm going to let you do your piece, and then I'm going to do my piece of why I think it's ridiculous. But, yeah, so, again, 33 women have come forward. I think there's actually more, but there was a lawsuit from 33 women or something like that against DeShaun Watson. And all he's gotten is a 6-game suspension as the Cleveland Browns quarterback.
Yep. Which the NFL is currently appealing right now to punish him further.
Yeah. So Roger put in the what was it? The jerseys, New Jersey
Attorney General. Yeah.
Yeah. So DeShaun Watson, basically got the 6 days, and now Goodell's like, oh, hey, I'm gonna call my buddy Peter Harvey because people seem to be pissed with our decision.
Which he should be pissed if he was anywhere close to being a good human being.
Yeah, I mean,
or businessman.
On Monday, that suspension was handed down. You handed it. You knew. Okay, there's nothing that does not go on in the NFL without you knowing, Roger. Don't fucking lie. Don't you fucking lie to us. We know you bastard. We know you. But no, we do. And now that you've seen the public reaction of, and I posted a picture on Instagram of DeShaun Watson after practice going out, and I said some things. I said disgusting, because these people were like, oh man, let's get his autograph. Man, fuck him. You don't deserve an autograph. You don't deserve to give out your autograph because you're a fucking. What you did was predatory behavior, buddy.
Yep.
No fucking excuse for it. No fucking excuse whatsoever, and don't try to defend yourself because you're a scumbag. And that's bullshit if you try to say, oh, man, well, it's just who I am. No, it's not. That's not who anybody is. It shouldn't be. That shouldn't be who anybody is.
Yeah.
I'm doing it again where I look off at the audience that's not there. But
I know.
It's because I don't want you to think I'm talking to you like, it should be, bud. It's not your it's like, oh, okay.
I'm sorry. No, usually this is where I would usually chime in and be like, well, now, give my piece. But No.
Oh,
no,
you're going to give your piece.
No. I mean, like, I usually try to, like, bring it down and be like, okay, well,
here's the
let's
thing.
look at it like this. Yeah,
But
let's
no,
think
Ray's
about
just
this.
as mad as I am.
Yeah, it's it's fucking sick. I mean, I know we have said in the past that, like, if he's proven guilty, but I'm sorry, but if you have that many claims against you,
You're guilty, bro.
yeah,
You're fucking guilty.
that's a little hard to dispute. Now, having what Hunter was talking about, my piece, giggity, that I'm going to say my piece about, I have this interesting little diagram pulled up. It is called Notable NFL Suspensions. Now, I want to remind you, for over 24 acts of sexual misconduct lawsuits by DeShaun Watson, he was only suspended 6 games. So here are some other notable suspensions, and they're going to constantly keep going up. So Vincent Jackson was suspended 3 games for driving without a license.
Right.
Plaxico Burress accidentally shooting himself in the leg. He was suspended 4 games.
Whoa. So he was suspended for shooting himself in the leg?
Yeah, because he could have hurt someone else because he discharged a firearm in a crowded club.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, moving on.
Okay, so then, so he was suspended 4 games. So then, of course, 6 games is the DeShaun Watson.
Yeah.
Okay. DeAndre Hopkins suspended 6 games for performance-enhancing drugs violations. No, okay, cool, whatever. I get it.
Yeah.
Vontaze Burfict, probably fucked that name up, but helmet-to-helmet hit was suspended 12 games. Yeah. I don't know how. I could
targeting, right?
Yeah, targeting, but that almost kind of makes it seem like
that was probably an accidental helmet to helmet.
Okay, this is going to get more interesting. Substance abuse by Darren Waller, suspended 16 games. So that's pretty much the season, a whole season.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where it gets funny. Calvin Ridley, betting on his team winning while injured, suspended 17 games.
Why the fuck would you not be able to bet on your own team, though?
Exactly. When
Come
you're not
on,
even
you're
playing.
not playing.
Okay. Now, this one is the biggest. So, hear me out.
The most ridiculous.
The most ridiculous. Josh Gordon smoking weed 78 games.
God damn, dude.
78 games. And DeShaun Watson gets only 6 games.
Only 6 for
over
putting his dick on 33 women.
Yes. How does that make sense? But like I said, they are appealing, but to give him a harder punishment.
And here's the thing, dude. We even said this on a previous show. There's a fucking app for that shit where you go to these are obviously, did you just go to random ass massage parlors and think that they do that?
Don't give any advice to a predator.
No,
Fuck him.
I'm just saying that there are massage parlors that'll be like, hey, I want you to put your dick on my arm. There are places like that. And dude, they make an app for that where those women want you to come in so they can do that to you. You don't just go into any fucking massage parlor and just whip it out. They will say something
over 20
to you.
times.
Yeah, over 20 times. That's not okay. But here's my part. Let me get out my phone so I can look up my research. Because what I'm about to say should piss everybody off. So, again, how long was Roethlisberger suspended for?
4 games.
For
one account.
One account.
Mm-hmm.
One account. This is 33. And he only got suspended for 2 more games than Roethlisberger.
Yeah, and if you want to be technical.
Yeah, let's be technical. I like being technical. I don't know.
How many was it? 33?
33.
33. If there's a 6 games per each allegation or accusation, he's looking at 198 games. He should be suspended.
Realistically, that's what he should be suspended. That's
pretty much a ban from the NFL.
So here's the thing. As of Monday, with this current suspension, suspended for 6 days for sexually assaulting 33 women. $45 million signing bonus. untouched.
What?
$46 million salary, untouched. No fines. Just a 6-game suspension. His bonus isn't touched. His bonus goes on to $46 million salary. So it's 45. I think it was 45 million $45 million as a signing bonus. He got that. That's what he got, a $45 million signing bonus. Think about that for a second. This motherfucker got $45 million to come play for that's how bad the Browns wanted him. That's how bad they did not want Baker Mayfield, who is better off.
Yeah.
He's way better off. Way better off. So that bonus, that salary, untouched, means that they don't give a fuck about the 33 women that were assaulted at this man's hands.
Now, could they be taking it from the Texans, or are they taking it from, since wasn't most of the cases from Houston?
I don't think they would take it from the Texans because it's current cases too. Yeah, it's him.
Okay, never mind.
So, but no, that with just a 6-game suspension, fuck DeShaun Watson. Fuck him. He's a piece of shit. I don't think he should ever play football again.
I don't think
Punish
so
him
either.
that way.
Yep.
Punish him that way. I mean,
disgusting.
Heck, you did, and this is going to shock everybody that listens to this show and has listened since the beginning. You fucking did worse to Colin Kaepernick, and all he did was take a knee.
Yeah. That is very true.
I am defending Colin Kaepernick right now.
That's true.
He took a knee, which a soldier told him to do. Said, hey, look, man, don't disrespect a flag like that. If you want to represent what you want to represent, but also respect soldiers, take a knee.
Yeah, but that was also one soldier compared to the millions.
Of soldiers,
yeah.
Yes. But he did that, and that's what he did. He did that because, but I'm not talking about that. That still doesn't dispute the fact that he was ranked one of the lowest quarterbacks in the league 3 years running, actually. And we looked that up.
Mm-hmm. So
I'll have to re-air that show sometime.
So I'm just kind of baffled how it didn't start out as more, like at least a season.
One whole
at least
season. One to show them that they're serious.
Yeah.
But no, doing 6 days now people are they're gonna go for his throat. They want the NFL to go for the jugular on this. They're like, hey, look, he did this, and you're doing this.
No, especially since it's like you stood up and you pointed to their finger to the NFL.
Yeah,
it's like you want to show that like unity and all this shit. How pissed are women gonna be if you only let him slide with 6 games?
And
which, like I said, the NFL
didn't they just come up with a
appealing.
policy about hiring more women and black coaches too?
Women, I don't know of. I remember the black coaches. Yes.
Yeah, they wanted and women. They wanted more women on the sideline. Like that's what they were telling the NFL.
Well, referees. Yeah, you're seeing like female referees. So.
Oh no, they wanted like female offensive coordinators and stuff like that.
If they're right for the job, if they're the right person for the job, I don't care what their sex is.
I don't know any female offensive coordinators though in the college division. I mean, honestly, that's just me trying to think from all the games I've seen. Like last year, dude. I mean, I was on top of it last year. I loved college football last year because I had ESPN, so I could catch all the good games. So,
well, I mean, you never know, though.
Well, yeah, it's true. It's true. But they said that, and then you do this.
Yeah.
Come on.
And then and if he doesn't get a harsher suspension, then everyone can pull up their torches and pitchforks because that's
bullshit.
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
That's such bullshit. By the way, folks, speaking of NFL, tonight is the first preseason game of the NFL season. It is the Jaguars versus the Raiders. That's all I want to say. 7:00.
If you want to watch that.
NBC.
You can if you want to.
It's a good little like, oh, man. What's the feeling of football again? And then after the first quarter, you can be like, okay, I really don't get it.
It's the Raiders. All right.
Yeah. No, I'd be like, oh, okay. Well, the Raiders, they were pretty good. Who are they playing? Jacksonville. I know. Never mind.
I'll watch
WNBA.
The kickoff. Speaking of the WNBA,
nice.
Let's go into that.
On a serious note.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is sports news tonight. So, Brittney Griner found guilty in Russia, facing, or she's it's 9.5 years.
The worst place you would want to be found guilty in.
Yep, and it's 9.5 years. 9.5 years. So she was caught flying into, gonna say this wrong, Sheremetyevo,
TiVo?
I don't know what it is, man. It's crazy. Sheremetyevo.
Sure.
Sheremetyevo. I don't. You know what? Russia.
Yeah.
She was flying into Russia.
The Putin
and
pound.
Kimki, Russia. And she was flying into Russia. Let that sink in, boys and girls, because this is the news stating the news. This is sports. This is a sports podcast.
Codcast.
This is a sports podcast going over the news. This is from all of the news sites. She flew into Russia with a cartridge from a vape pen containing hash oil, which is 100% illegal in Russia. These are 100% the facts. This isn't a political move for Russia. They're quite serious about drugs in Russia. Very serious.
They're serious about everything.
They have the Russian mafia there. So you got to think they are trying to stamp out the Russian mafia.
Mm-hmm.
Like the cops over there do not play around. They will beat your wholesale ass for less than just sneezing while they've got you detained. They're not nice. They don't put up with your shit. So it's one of those situations where they take the law very seriously in Russia. Also doesn't help that she's a lesbian in Russia, which does not like homosexuality whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
Also, she's black in Russia. Russia's pretty fucking racist.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking racist. Now, I think her celebrity might help her out in a Russian prison. Also, she's very tall.
Well, I mean,
manly.
it's not like Russia is scared of us, but
I mean, they should be. They should be.
Yeah, I don't think they're as scared as. I mean,
they're not as scared as they need to
I don't think they're as scared as we think they should be. But
yeah,
but it also sucks, and I mean, I've mentioned it before, but it just kind of sucks because she shouldn't have been in that situation if she wouldn't had to have gone to Russia to play in that league if they would have got paid more here. But you also can't break the law here. So why would you not be very cautious and do a little bit more research before going into a foreign country, especially Russia?
And especially one that you've been in before playing basketball.
I mean,
it doesn't make any sense why you would do that in a country you've been in before and you know their laws. What was the thought process going through this? Like, did you literally forget? Did you literally forget?
No, because the way she made it sound, the way she said her statement, she said it was for her nerves and for her to relax. She obviously had
it on purpose.
Yes. It definitely was not accidental.
And then you pled guilty. Doesn't help when you plead guilty.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
You knew... And then people are like, oh, well, we need to bring her back. They were about to trade... Okay, so you ever see the movie Lord of War with Nicolas Cage?
Yeah. Hated
that guy. They were going to release that. They were going to give Russia that guy.
Nicolas Cage?
No. The guy that movie was based off of.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember his name right now, but they were going to trade him, a fucking arms dealer. I think he's like called the Grim Reaper of something. I don't remember. Anyways, he essentially sold like and gave away arms to like most of the South African guerrillas and shit like that. Yeah. Bad guy, not a good
movie.
person.
Yeah, fucked up movie.
Yeah, he's a terrible person. Terrible fucking person. They were going to trade him. I mean, now there's a Marine that was also in that trade. They didn't say anything about not trade the Marine. They were like, we'll think about that. But they said Brittney Griner needs to go through court. She did this. She broke our laws.
Mm-hmm.
We are not giving her back until she's sentenced.
Yeah.
And even then, we're not going to give her back. And they've proven that right now. They've said you're not getting her back. 9.5 years. You can work on it.
Yeah.
But you know what they're going to do? They're going to say, hey,
while you're here,
you want this American basketball player back. Here's what you're going to have to do. you're going to have to get rid of all of these sanctions that you put against us. You're going to have to stop helping Ukraine, all that stuff.
Bro, I thought you were writing notes.
Oh, no, I'm just doodling.
Fucking
I scribble.
doodling and drawing dinosaurs over there.
Dude, I scribble when I talk because it just, I don't know, it's just a way to, I don't know. I don't know what I do.
My bad.
I
was like, oh, man,
what is
that looks very, what the fuck?
No, dude, I just do that while it's something to do with my hands while I'm talking. I do it at work. It's weird. But no, if you're gonna go into another country, if you're gonna break their laws, you have to be ready for the consequences.
Yeah.
You have to be ready.
Actions have consequences.
Yep. And when you step into another country that has strict drug laws, remember, because it's not going to work out in your favor. Mm-mm. It's not. And so, I mean, realistically, yes, it sucks. That's terrible for her. I wish that she could, come home right now. But you broke their laws. You're dealing with the consequences. Also, I really, really bet that you're wishing you had played the national anthem now.
Yep.
Just saying.
Comrade.
Yeah. So, yep. So, let's talk about this venue situation at Summer Slam, buddy, because I'm ready to move on to some good news because we're gonna cover Summer Slam.
Yeah. So, the event was good. I had a great time. I don't think there was a bad seat in the house, really, except waiting for, God, that sun beating down on us. The only problem, I will say, I don't know how it sounded on TV, but it was too open on the ground that you didn't really hear. Like, if the crowd was cheering, you couldn't hear. Because the volume and the acoustics were not good at all.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm curious to watch it on TV, but I was just like, because at least with Bridgestone, obviously the sound can't escape and it's bouncing off everywhere, all the walls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the stage and everything and the ring was so open that, you could someone did a chop. I'm wanting to say it was The Miz and Logan Paul, second match. They were doing chops and you could barely hear it. So it's kind of like, the sound
sounded way better on TV.
Yeah. I believe it.
Not even gonna lie, it sounded way better on TV.
But also too that the crowd was really into it, but I could still hear myself talk. I don't know. It was just weird. It was too spread out.
So it was like being at Ascend Amphitheater.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, even then, Ascend is
built for sound going out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, there was no really good sound projection in Nissan Stadium. But also they had half the stadium blacked out too. All the seats were covered. On one whole half of the stadium. It was weird. And then when Kane came out and said the attendance is 43,000, I looked around and I was like, HL,
does it look like 43,000 people are here?
Yeah. He was like, no. I was like, okay, maybe half that. But I was like, I don't know. Maybe ticket sales. Yeah, maybe ticket sales. But yeah, great pay-per-view. Great pay-per-view.
I will say this. When they brought Kane out to do that, I was like, that's all you brought him out here the fuck to do? That's it, just to announce the attendance? Fuck that. Get the fuck off the stage, Kane. Get the fuck
he's a
out
politician now.
I get that, but dude, the way he did
he goes, well, screw it. Might as well see if it'll work. Boom. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, it did work.
Yeah.
Shit was the only good part.
Yeah. But no, it was really good SummerSlam, especially seeing the first event that after of Triple H being in charge.
Yeah. God, yes, that was such a good fucking event. Such a good event. Now I missed the first match, but it was
one of the best ones.
It was Becky Lynch versus
Bianca Bel-Air.
Yeah, and Bianca won.
Yep, and I will say, as we were watching the match, I saw the move that Bianca Belair did to Becky, and I thought she landed on her head at first. I was like, oh, dude, she's hurt. I was like, there's no way she's hurt. And then I saw the replay, and I saw she landed on her shoulder, and I go, oh, yeah, she's totally separated her shoulder. Like, you could see it. It was kind of gross. But the first half of the match was good, but the second half of the match is where, like, it was great. Because you knew Becky was hurt, and you knew Bianca.
So she was fighting through the pain.
Yeah, but, dude, Bianca Bel-Air, I did not realize how freaking strong she is. Holy crap, dude. She deserves to have the belt. Rightfully so. But yeah, that was a hell of a match. Like, the crowd cheered. And it's always good hearing from Knoxville, Tennessee. So, then of course afterwards Bailey came back.
Yeah. I was like, where the fuck is Bailey going to come back? Where is she at?
Yeah, well, you got your wish.
There you go.
And obviously they're going to turn before the injury, Becky was going to turn face, but I don't know what's going to happen with her shoulder and everything like that. So
what is it? Io Day is with Bailey or something like that. Like the other two.
I've never heard of them. Yeah, and I think one only got called up that night. He was like, "Oh shit,
sure,
yeah, you bet,
I'll do it." And then after that, we had what was that? It was Theory and Bobby Lashley.
No, the second match was Logan Paul and the Miz.
That's right. No, was that?
That was the second.
That was
match.
the second match.
Yeah. Yep. And the only reason I know is because like the three of us were like, "What do you think the next match is?" Because I thought it would be Theory and Bobby Lashley, but no, it was because his daughter said, "I think it's going to be Miz and Logan Paul." I was like, "Yeah, they'll probably wait till later." Awesome. I go,
oh, okay.
Or they'll do it now. Yeah, but.
That was a great match.
Yes.
That was a fantastic. Like, Logan Paul impressed me.
That was probably the best match. If I'm telling you, it could be a good contender of the best match, whether it was Bianca, it could either be Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch or Logan Paul and Miz.
Yeah.
Because, I'll just go ahead and say, Logan Paul.
Very impressed.
Hats off to him.
Yeah,
that was
impressed.
I could see him like really going somewhere.
Oh yeah. If he sticks with it and he stays with the company, he can do great.
Yeah, he. You know what though? Shout out to the Miz too, because I mean, obviously, no matter how good someone is, you have to have a good dance partner.
Oh yeah. That other wrestler has to be able to take the moves as well as help you with the moves. It's a partnership when you're in that ring. You have to know that other person and know that you can trust them, and it's amazing because even I'm not saying this about Logan. I'm just saying this. If the person you're working with is great at doing everything that you need them to do to help you, they can sell you without you really even trying. Yeah. If they're a good wrestler. But they have to be a great wrestler, and The Miz is one of those guys that can do that. And I mean that.
I will say the only thing I will say about Logan Paul and his second in-ring performance is that his timing was a little off.
Yeah.
That was it. But then again, if you're up in front of that crowd, live, and you're like, oh, like it's all about slowing down without looking like you're slowing down.
Yeah.
So, but no, he did good.
Oh yeah.
He did good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was thoroughly impressed with him, but that's all I can say.
Now, I will say the Austin Theory Bobby Lashley match, I knew that's how that match would go. They wanted Theory to keep out of the belt.
I just thought they were going to be, kind of swerving expectations. I thought but then again, when I was like, oh, he's made comments about cashing in Money in the Bank at the end of the night. So I was like, oh, okay, I kind of forgot about that.
Yes, and that's one of the reasons that I knew when going into that match that it was going to be predetermined that Bobby Lashley was going to win. I was like, man, this is going to be easy. Bobby Lashley for the win. He's going to retain the belt. And Austin's going to show up at the end of the night to try and get the belt from Roman Reigns.
Yeah. But
we'll talk about that in a minute. But I'll tell you, one of the matches I was not impressed with, dude, honestly, the most impressive part was the end. For me, the Rey Mysterio the Mysterios versus Judgment Day match. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was kind of a weird match. I was like, It was one of those, I don't know if this is a good match. But obviously you liked it.
I liked the end of it.
Because Edge came back.
Yeah.
I sent
Edge
you the
came
video.
Back. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it was awesome to see him come back and use the kind of Gangrel theme. I know, awesome.
Dude, you totally sounded like Boston. I was like, the what?
I'm channeling my inner Bostonite somewhere in there. I don't know. I don't have an inner Bostonite. I don't even know if that's the right word. Bostonian?
Trademark.
Bostonian.
Yeah.
But no.
Definitely the weaker match of the night.
I would say the live.
I didn't say weakest.
I was about to say.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. Because I'll tell you what the crowd was actually like talking about in our area during that match.
Okay, good. But no, I mean, honestly, Edge coming back was the best part. And the whole situation for Judgment Day and the Mysterios was rushed. You could tell.
Yeah.
The whole storyline for Judgment Day and the Mysterios was like, hey, we're going to go as fast as we possibly can through this.
Yeah, and then it got even more complicated on Raw. Because now it's kind of like, because what happened on Raw was they fought each other again, and then Edge came out, and he went to spear Balor or Priest. I don't remember.
Mysterio.
And he speared Dominic.
Oh, Dominic.
Because they threw Dominic in the way. So, and then it was kind of like, do they have beef now? So it's, yeah, exactly. So it's like, I don't know what's going on with that story, but
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I know Adam and Ray are friends, so
Oh yeah.
they've been friends for a long time. They even did tag together, but I think that match was all of that was thrown together to bring Edge back in to kind of have a limbo, kind of a is he or isn't he?
Yeah.
Is he still loyal to his
One
his
night he was
Day?
a face. Last night he kind of did, or the other night, next night he did kind of like a, I guess heel thing if you want
unintentionally heel.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Unintentional heel. But then the next match was pretty good too, and it kind of goes back to Logan Paul, but it was Pat McAfee versus Happy Corbin.
I mean, I don't know what happened with this match though. There were some things that I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on?
I think it was really just a showcase of what McAfee can do. Which McAfee, man, he's
good. Now
Athletic.
he wasn't as good as his first match with Vince or with Austin Theory.
But then again,
I think
that might
that's
be because the partner though.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think it's because fucking Happy Corbin was his fucking partner.
Yeah, and I mean.
And the fucking pictures of them in the fucking
Colts
uniform.
uniform. Dude, I
That's
was like,
hilarious.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
But that was hilarious. But McAfee almost has he's got the moves. He's got the skill. He's got the athleticism. The only thing is, like Logan Paul, his timing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it.
The jump to the top rope.
Yeah, when he almost fell backwards. I was like.
Yeah, and even Corbin was like,
he's gonna fall. Oh no, okay, he jumped. But no, that was a decent match. And they had a choir sing his theme. So I was like, that's kind of cool.
That was fucking great.
But then the next match, honestly, God, it could be up there with one of the best matches of the night. Usos and Street Profits.
That was a damn good match,
That
dude.
was. There were a lot of close calls. There was like just good overall storytelling.
I so wanted Montez. I wanted the Street
know.
Profits to win so bad. Like
with Jeff Jarrett as a special guest
and he was
referee.
a good ref. He was a legit
was.
down the middle referee.
He was. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. I didn't know what you were going to do with him, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a.
I wanted Dawkins and Ford to win,
know.
though, man. I wanted them to win bad.
I know, but for the sake of the bloodline being like supreme, and
I think that
everything-
would have been fucking great if they had lost the title. See, because that could have been something that could start a whole new storyline after Brock Lesnar. Like he's pissed now, Jay, and then fuck this. This cannot stand.
I'm gonna go to HL had actually said it, and I agree with him. I think eventually what you do is you bring Naomi into the bloodline too.
Yeah,
Since she's married
if she
to
wants
the
to
Uso,
come back,
but well, now that Vince is gone,
yeah, that's true.
I can see them bringing her and Sasha back. I don't know if all would be forgiven, but
I think
bring
it's going to
Naomi.
be tougher for Sasha because she's got other fucking avenues she can definitely go for that would pay her better than WWE.
Well, I got to say, to put Sasha down in SmackDown, separate the two, Sasha in SmackDown, then have punch myself with the mic. then have Naomi join the Bloodline on Raw. Reigns is on Raw. Yeah.
He's everywhere.
Dude, and that's what I'm saying, because that's one thing I liked about the NWO. The NWO, I felt like they had members where they could compete for every weight group. Like you had Hogan for the heavyweight, you had the Outsiders for the tag team, you had X-Pac for the lightweight. I mean, you just like dominate all of them. Get Naomi in there, have her going
Macho Man for the
high flyer.
Yeah.
And just overall great talent.
God,
but
he was a fucking perfect talent. That fucking everyone right now, if you've never seen Macho Man, go to YouTube and type in Macho Man Randy Savage cream of the crop promo. One of his best promos. And I mean, and I'm going to say this. Macho Man is the best promo guy in WWE
Absolutely.
ever.
Absolutely.
WWF. WWE.
And ladies and gentlemen, that voice isn't just a gimmick.
And I love it because every 3 seconds he was like pulling out like a little thing of cream, and you're like, "Where the fuck are you keeping those, dude?"
No, he was way ahead of the game.
Mean Gene. I Hogan, you're next. I love that fucking. He would go from something into this like little thing here.
Yeah.
He'd go like really light.
Well,
like,
first off, I'd like to say, like he yells to get your attention, and then he'll be like, listen close to what I'm gonna say.
I love it. Macho Man is the greatest fucking ever. The greatest ever.
But anyways, Usos defeat the Street Profits,
and like I said, a great match. The Street Profits show why they belong in the WWE, why they belong in any wrestling organization. Because they have a great fucking skill.
Yeah, and they came
talent.
out to the Titans cheerleaders.
That with those dope ass Titan looking jerseys on. That was fucking awesome.
I mean, I'm not a Titans fan, but that
I
was
liked
cool.
it. I liked it. Yeah,
I liked it too.
It was awesome.
And then after that was probably the most confusing thing of the night. Riddle and Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
brawl.
Riddle's just kind of popping out like,
I'm not allowed. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not cleared to wrestle. But bro, I'm here to fight.
So Seth, let's go.
Got his ass whooped.
And
yeah, that was weird.
I don't get it. Why was that there?
I don't know. But then thankfully it goes back into wrestling, and we got Liv Morgan against Ronda Rousey.
This match, man, this was the weakest fucking match of the night.
Well,
for me,
the only thing I didn't like the psychology behind it, because if you want.
What? Me moving the mic?
You
I'm
go.
trying to.
You go. If we had YouTube.
Yeah, we'll get there. We're getting there.
No, it's like they're all kind of banking on.
Well, I mean, technically, we do have YouTube.
Yeah,
you can
we
find
are
us on YouTube now with WTF Media, all one word, because there are several WTF Medias apparently.
Dude, I know. Tell me about it.
Well, no, I told her, I was like, dude, you just need to put WTF is this media company.
That's true. But my dynamic with the whole and the psychology of it is that, like, oh, you're saying like Liv kind of got lucky winning the title off Rousey. But then this time, like, they definitely show that, like, oh, Rousey's definitely the better fighter and everything, like, she's stronger. And honestly, for a minute, like, after the first minute or two of the match, people in our section and even HL and I both said, but we were like, dude, this better not be a fucking squash match. And Rousey, like, get the belt. I was like, this is going to be bullshit, because we think Liv Morgan deserves the belt.
She does. She does.
Everything
and
she's
that
gone
was
through,
that was why I thought it was the weakest match, because all they did was give Rousey a few seconds to wail on her and put her in fucking submission moves.
Yeah.
And then she reversed it. And did a move, but then submission
did show her toughness, but then also I think they're really trying to show off her thinking, because then she got another submission, but then she lifted her up a little bit
and then got her arms down.
Got her arms down. And I pinned her, and I even said that. I go, "Oh, dude, she's gonna pin her. 1, 2, 3." I was like,
and of course, the ref's like, "I didn't see the tap." Yeah, because you were counting. Because she pinned her legitimately. Well, but see, it doesn't matter. If Liv Morgan taps, it doesn't matter. She tapped after the ref started counting for the pin. You can't break a pin count for a tap because you've started counting a pin.
I don't know, man. It's just
he counted the pin legit, and when you can't see a tap, guess what happens? It doesn't count. It doesn't exist.
But my problem is, I hope they're not just saying that, like, she doesn't have the belt based on lack of skill, but she has the belt because, you know, she's getting lucky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I hope that's kind of not how they go, because or either that or they're obviously trying to turn her heel if that's the case.
Which I would love. I'd love that if they turn Liv Morgan heel, because that would be great. I think she could do it. But if they were going to turn her heel, they should have put her with fucking Judgment Day and then given her the title, because that would have been a smart move.
Yeah. But then we move on to the main event of the night.
That shit was fucking crazy.
Dude, it was very entertaining. But then there was a lot of like, why'd he do that? Like the whole thing with the Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. The whole thing with the tractor.
Yeah, the tractor was weird.
Very weird.
Like,
Very
I
weird.
was worried.
I get it for an entrance, but then I was kind of like, how are they going to back
bucket
it
is
up?
like right over the ring where
I know, I was
if
like,
he throws him into that,
dude.
he's going to decapitate him.
Dude, and he went for an F5 one time, and I was like,
He's going to hit that
oh, God. But, no, the tractor there was very
in the
unnecessary.
way. Yeah, it was in the way. It was in the way.
Yeah, it really was. The only cool thing about it was when it lifted up the ring.
Yeah, that's
like
it.
That was cool.
Spoiler. No, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not really a spoiler.
But then again, at the same time, it was kind of like he threw him in the bucket, and then he picked the bucket up,
And then dropped
he
him
dropped
out of
him
the
in the
bucket.
ring, and I was like, why didn't you
Why?
just roll him into the ring?
Yeah, why did he?
And then
Do
what?
that.
What did he accomplish by picking the ring? There were just a lot of questions. They're kind of like, that's cool, but why?
Because they wanted it to be insane. Like him picking up the ring, he was like, he tossed Roman Reigns out of the ring. It's like, no, Roman rolled the fuck out of the ring. He was like, oh, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. And see, I thought what he was going to do was have like the tractor, like the bucket pin him, like hold him down to where he can't get up.
That would have been smart.
Well, it would have been like The Rock and Mankind when Mankind lowered the forklift onto The Rock with pallets to where like The Rock couldn't get up because it was a last man standing match back in the day. I thought that's kind of where they were going, but then like no. But then the last like 5 minutes of it was just kind of like spear,
Get up.
Superman punch, yeah.
Spear, get up. Superman punch, get up. Spear, get up.
Hit him with the chair, got up. Hit him with the belt, got up.
Hit him with the other
belt, got up. I was like,
Hit him again, and then
I was like,
pile
okay,
crap on top of him.
I get what you're doing. Can you please just hurry up?
Yeah, let's do
You
this.
don't have to show us that Brock Lesnar is a badass.
No, we see it.
We know.
We can tell.
He is a badass.
We watched him in the UFC.
Yeah. And I've seen him live at Night of Champions when he squashed John Cena.
It
He's
was
a
good.
big dude.
Yeah, it's done. It's over. We
Yeah,
know
I was
he's a
like-
big guy. We know he can take a hit.
But I will say this, man. I just love the swag of the bloodline, man.
How when at the beginning when he fucking did his intro, Brock Lesnar said Brock Lesnar and flipped the microphone and Roman Reigns
just caught
it
and winked at him. I was like, that was badass. I was like, oh shit. See, you couldn't
I'm
see
not
that
a
from
woman, and I just got wet.
See, boy,
That's an image,
that's an image that therapy won't help.
and it doesn't need to help.
No, but overall, it was a good pay-per-view. It was a great experience.
Good. They did a great job.
Yeah, and honestly,
I
if it
would
was
agree with you though.
if
The ring shit with the tractor, what the fuck?
it was
We
unnecessary.
didn't need it
It was really unnecessary.
unless he was going to pin him with it, like you said. Which I was sitting there going, he's going to pin him with the bucket,
Yeah.
or not, or he's just going to get off again. Oh no, he's going to put. Oh, okay.
Now, unless he
lifted
did
up the ring.
Now, unless he did raise him all the way up and then took him somewhere else and dropped him, but he just dropped him in the ring.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like,
Like what the fuck?
that. You could have just threw him in there.
I don't. What was your purpose for that? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So when you start, I get you
Yeah.
should suspend your
Disbelief.
Yeah,
It's kind of hard to do.
but
though.
it's. But can't you ask questions?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
It's perfectly fine.
Okay, that's all I got to say about that.
But
Great
no,
night.
I mean, it is. It was a great show, aside from a few things. Now, like you said about, I didn't want it to be a squash match with Ronda Rousey and Liv Morgan because I want to see the title around her longer.
Mm-hmm.
Roman Reigns' mic catch was badass. That was dope as shit.
Yep.
I don't care who you are. That was fucking cool.
Yeah.
And again, I just think, last time I'll say this, that the Street Profits deserved the titles. It would have been a great win, a big pop, and a fantastic
Maybe
push.
they'll get a WrestleMania moment.
That would be great. I think they're already going to be in WrestleMania, though, honestly.
Oh yeah.
This Summer Slam proved that they are main event worthy, so it's a foregone conclusion.
But also, I appreciate the hustle of the Usos. That match really really showcased what they can do. But yeah, like I said, overall, if you were to ask me to give it a 1 out of 10, I would say I'd say an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really good show.
Definitely. And like you said, for one that Triple H was back on.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's only going to get better from here because the ratings have already gone up, especially on Raw, since he's been in charge. So
yes.
We'll see, man.
And I will be tuning in. It's just last Monday I forgot. I forgot all about
Well, it
wrestling.
threw me off when the pay-per-view was on a Saturday. That kind of confused me. So
Yeah.
But I actually do like them having it on Saturday.
Because you can recover on Sunday.
Yeah, well, that and like kids go to school,
Monday morning.
So
It's smart. But boys and girls, we've taken up a lot of time with you, and we appreciate you listening to us. Again, go to WTF.Sportscast on Instagram. Follow us, talk to us, and also subscribe to us on here. Download our episodes. Do that whole thing. Rate us on Amazon, Spotify, and Apple, and also review on Apple. But other than that, go watch some football. Go enjoy some sports. And Ray?
First, I just want to give a shout-out to our good friend of the podcast, Fab Five Freddy.
He's great. I love Fab Five Freddy. I can't say it.
He says everybody's fly. DJ spinning. I said, my. Flash is fast. Flash is cool. Francois is pop. Flash ain't no dude. So you don't stop. Sure shot. Head straight to the parking lot. Then you get in your car and you drive real far. And you drive all night till you see a light. It comes down right to the ground. And out comes a man from Mars.
And that's all we got time for, boys and girls.
Try to run, but he's got a gun and he shoots you dead.